Hello, I'm Bob, and today we're going to continue playing Alchemy Factory. Last episode we finished our fertilizer factory, but it's a little bit inefficient and such. But today, that's not what we're worrying about. Today we're going to tackle on the task of finally automating clay in order to make brick, which we have yet to unlock. Or did we? Because we just unlocked it. So bricks are made in a kiln with clay, and clay needs charcoal powder and sand that are made in an assembler. And we already know how sand is made. Sand is stone crushed or grinded into sand. And charcoal powder is charcoal that's grinded, and charcoal is made from wood that is burned in a crucible. Okay, so there's a lot of steps, but I believe the easiest one is probably going to be getting the sand. So let's start with that. I'm pretty sure we worked the math out. So one crusher is 4 grinders. So if we need 60, that's going to be 3 of these and 12 crushers in total. So 6 there and 6 there. That should equal to 60 per minute, I believe. Now the only thing we have to figure out is how we're going to connect these. So I kind of want to have it symmetrical at first. Maybe it'll stay like that, maybe it won't, who knows. But I want to start organized. So with that, let's actually give these like that. And this is going to bring it up and back out. And we're just going to connect the other top two, just so it's a little bit easier to see. So that's the first one connected. Now this one, how are we going to do this? These two, and then we can have a conveyor lift, connect it up like this, and we'll do the same on the other side. So let's just repeat that again. Okay, so far so good. So far so good. Hopefully it stays that way. Now we have to figure out how we're going to bring this all back. Maybe like this, and then we could have a conveyor lift bring all of these down like that. Okay, so far the first part has been easy. Now we have to figure out the most difficult part, in my opinion, which is going to be the charcoal powder. How are we going to do that? Yeah, let's just start, I guess. So we need wood. How could I forget the wood? Oh yeah, another thing we can't forget here is we're going to have these along here. Because once again, this is where the money is going to come in, and it's just going to feed it, buy it, and put it. So I kind of want to have the wood along this area. And this is where it's going to be sent off to be put up into the furnace. So let's put the furnaces now. We're going to need 1, 2. I still don't know how to calculate everything about the wood, but we're just gonna wing this. So let's start off with 2 on each, and this is gonna get crushed to make charcoal powder. We're obviously gonna have to bring it up, so let's do this like that. It's gonna come through this way, and we're gonna have a conveyor lift right here where the wood is gonna come through and be put up like that. And if we want to feed these here, we're gonna need some of these, and this is where it's gonna come in through, just like that. Why is this like that? Okay, there we go. So that means we're gonna have to bring this back like that and down. So we need more lab stems now. You know what? I have an idea. So once we actually put down the blueprint, we're actually gonna have to put the wood down. So with that, I'm thinking about making it like this, and this is where it's gonna go. Boop. And we'll have the conveyor lift go like this and like that. You'll see why in a second, hopefully. There. So this is gonna bring the charcoal powder, bring it down, and this is where we're gonna start it all off like this, because we can't put it down and it'll start off. Oh wait, this is not aligned. No. We could just select it all and move it 1 up like this. Well, let's put it there, and then we're just gonna delete it and move it back there, maybe. Let's do that again. This time let's put this down first. Oh wait, could I not just put it down because I didn't have the stuff to make it, or what? Okay, 1, 2. Now let's bring it back and boom. There we go. Okay, now that we're back on track, what do we do next? Okay, so let's actually test this out. Let's get some wood from here and put some in here and put it down. And will it work? Oh, right. We also have to feed it some. So wood should be coming out through there, right? Wrong. Why is it not coming out? Hello? Why is wood not going out? Oh, that would explain it. This is not connected. Okay, now it should be going up, in, and get turned into charcoal powder. Oh, also forgot I removed this. And then be turned back into this conveyor lift to be fed once again. Huh? Why are you not going? Oh, now it is. Okay. Now this should be self-sufficient, right? But we're gonna have to cut this off because this will go over here somewhere. Okay, so I'm starting to have a vision, okay? So this is where the assembly is gonna be, right here. And then we're gonna have to figure out how to bring this over here. And then we'll have another furnace. Maybe... Wait, how's this gonna work? Huh. We'll have a furnace right there, maybe? And we'll continue this line over and just bring it over here to be fed into this one too. And on top of this one, we'll have the kiln like that. And we'll just have to bring this back somewhere. By the way, I'm just planning this out. I don't know if this is going to stay like this, but yeah. We're going to have to bring this back and feed it up there somehow. While that goes, let's actually bring the charcoal down and feed it into here. So let's just bring maybe like that. And then we'll have a conveyor lift. Like that. And this is where we're going to guide it. We'll just have another conveyor lift down here. Let's just make sure this is connected properly. There we go. This should be making 15 and 15, which is 30. And this is exactly how much it needs. Or at least it should be. Yeah, it is. Now let's just hope that these 2 crucibles are enough to power these furnaces. By the way, the reason we're using 2 here is because they make 30 wood per minute. And each one of these requires 15. So 30 divided by 2 is 15. Times 2 is 4. Well, not 15 times 4. 2 times 2 is 4. Because we have 2 of these. Y'all get it, right? Right? Anyways, this is making it here. We could actually bring this a little bit closer, and that's what I'm gonna do. Just to keep it a little bit more compact. Now this needs to be brought up here, which is pretty easy to do. We just need a conveyor lift, bringing it up and in. Wrong one. Wrong one. Whoops. 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 I didn't see that. We need to bring it up a little bit more. And that's gonna go in like that. And this is just gonna bring it back down. And that should technically be it done, right? Right? Why is it not making anymore? Oh, right. I have to select the recipe. It was less complicated than I thought. I mean, once you break down the recipe, you just kind of get into a float state, and this is where I ended up. So far, everything seems good. All right, so we don't have enough stone. So let's get some stone and try it out real quick before we... Well, I gotta get some money. Like I was saying, let's get some stone before we actually copy the blueprint, because I want to make sure it's actually good and it's not just mediocre. Because we're all about efficiency and making stuff very good and productive. That's me. Let's put a chest down just to collect some brick. Okay, well, while this runs, let's actually make it look a little bit better by putting some wooden blocks over the conveyors and covering it up just for the fun of it. Let's just try to make it look a little bit better because a little bit of design goes a long way. So let's cover these crushers up, build this up like that. Should we just cover all of this up? I'm not really sure. I mean, I don't know. It kind of gets rid of the machinery aspect of it. I like looking at the stuff go through. Well, that's as much as I'm doing. I don't know. I kind of covered everything up with a box. I don't know if I like that. So far, everything's working pretty well. We already have 36 bricks. How much do these bricks sell for? Okay, so bricks sell for 70. Bandages sell for a lot. Ooh, linen sells for way more. Should we sell bricks and get rid of rope and small wooden gears and large wooden gears? Or is it better just to sell everything at once? I'm not really sure. What I do know is that bricks sell for 75 right now. So let's just put those in there because we need money. We're broke. Broke. So yeah, this seems to be working. So all that's left to do is to make a blueprint and move it around and put it where we want and make lots and lots of bricks because bricks are selling for a lot. So without further ado, let's copy everything like so. Hit save as a blueprint. Let's name it Brick Maker. And let's give it, what's a color brick? Red, orange? I've seen orange brick. So let's make it orange. Now let's put it down and let it do its thing. Ooh, something I did forget to do is remove the conveyor. So, can we put it closer? Like this close. And then I'm just gonna put the conveyors once again in the correct way. And that should be that done. Remember, once you put it down, oh, not that one. This one. Once you put it down, put some charcoal in here just to kickstart it. I mean, if you are following this as a tutorial, I don't know if it's going to be used as a tutorial, but I'm just saying that in general. But yeah, this is it done. This is very nice. I don't actually like how it looks with all this wood, so I'm gonna remove it. I like seeing the little machines at work. Oh, right. We also have to set them to buy the correct things. Whoops, I forgot about that. So let's put these all to stone and all of these to wood. Just like this. Well, I guess this is it done. There's nothing else to do but to put a chest here and collect it all. Just like this. With that being said, that's the end of the video. I hope y'all learned something informational about how to make bricks in Alchemy Factory. This is Bob, signing out.